Hey, this is James with another Ruby tutorial, and today we're going to be covering functions. Functions are basically ways of reusing code rather than having to rewrite it. There's an entire paradigm of programming built around this. It's called functional programming. All right, so def is the keyword we would use to define a function, and the name of a function will be lowercase. And spaces will be replaced with underscores. Now, this is how we define a function. Any code you want to run when this function is ran, you put it in between here and here. This kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? So it lives. All right. So at this point, it won't run anything. It will just create this function, and then it would end up not using it. So what we want to do next is we want to go down here, and we want to actually use this function so it will run that little snippet. So to do that, we would just type the name of our function. And then we would have those little brackets. Then we would save our document. I use Control S, and then we would close it. I forgot one thing. All right, so wait equals gets will let us see what we did. So there we go. It lives. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to take some arguments. And to take arguments, which are basically just variables that you can use for little arguments in your custom commands that are basically just what functions are, custom commands. var 1. And if you want more than one, var 1, var 2, name it whatever you would name a normal variable. So we're going to put both. Var 1, a plus sign to concatenate, and var 2. Now, as it stands, we don't have a var 1 or a var 2 in this declaration here, this function name thing. So we want that. And like in the definition, you would separate each of these values by using a comma. Now, I'm just going to do like a hello space. So there's a space there. And mortals. Now we'll take those arguments. Mortals. Oh, I did an equals. Shoot. There we go. All right, so let's do this again. Click hello mortals. So now that I've showed you how to add an argument, let's say you want those arguments to have a default value. So if you don't put anything in there, it automatically assumes this is what you want it to be. You would do an equals. var 1 equals whatever you want it to be. Default. We're going to set that to default with a space at the end. And we're going to set var2's default value to value. Default values. So now if you call function name again, leave it blank, you'll end up getting, it will print both of the default values. So anyways, those are like the simple little basics of functions in Ruby. I hope you enjoyed and come back for more, and don't get eaten. See you around.